Hello everyone, I'm going to show you a quick steps how to encrypt any file with hat.sh. Let's say we have this image and we need to encrypt it. In order to encrypt this image with a public and private key, we can use the offline website, which is hat.sh. We can browse the file and upload the image. Then we can go to the next. Here you have two options. Either you encrypt this file with a password, let's say 123456. Sorry, okay, and then we put next. It is telling you please enter a password with a minimum of 12 character. 789012. Okay, and then we will do a next and we can encrypt the image. Let's go to the image. So in order to decrypt this image after you send it to any of your friends, you need to come back to the hash. Sorry, you go to the decryption and you upload the file by pressing here and put the password 123456789012, and it will be decrypted. Then you can download it and open it easily. This is the easy way. Let's do the advanced way. Let's go to the hat.sh again and upload. Let's go to the here. I want to just delete this one and delete this one. Let's go again and do it with a public and private key. When we do upload, we upload the image, we go next here. This time I want to make it more advanced and I will encrypt it with a public key. It is telling you here you have to put the recipient, which is the receiver, public key. In order to get a receiver public key, you need to generate a public and private key for yourself, and your colleague or your friend that he will receive this file, he need also to do the same steps. Why need a private key? We go here and then key generate page. From the key generate page, I'm going to generate a public key and a private key for me. These two keys are connected to each other. So I will generate it, then I will download my public key and my private key. Okay, and we go here, let's open it. Here is my public key. Let's call it my public key, and this is my private key. Okay, and let's generate another pairs. Let's say your colleague is doing the same steps and he's going to generate two keys for him, public and private. Then we are going to download this and download this. Let's change the name in order to not confuse. Friend, let's call it friend public key and friend private key. Okay, let's go back to the hash. Enter the recipient public key, which is your friend public key. Let's upload your friend public key, and here it is asking your private key, you as the sender, the private key, which is my private key. And then I will do next, then I will encrypt it. Okay, here is the image is encrypted. No one can open it. You can send it safely to your friend, and no one can open this file unless he has. I will show you what he should has in order to decrypt this one. He will, once he receive it through email, USB, whatever you need, and then he should upload it to the same website image. Okay, and then what it will ask him in order to decrypt this file, it will ask the sender public key. So the sender should give the receiver his public key in a secure way. Okay, so he's going to get my public key, which is me as a sender, and he should put his private key in order to be decrypted. His private key, friend key private, which is the receiver private key, and then decrypt. Okay, and then you can open this. In order to show you, let's generate another keys, and I want to show you if I put a random private key, which is this is a new private key. Let's open it and put a new private key. Let's go here, do a decryption again. I want to show you that it will not work, it shouldn't work. So we will upload the same image, which is this one. We will go to the next. It is telling you this file is not encrypted. Okay, we have to put the encrypted image. Then we go next. We will put the sender public key, which is my public key, and in this time I'm going to put not the receiver private key, I'm going to put the new private key, and I will put next. It will tell you wrong private key. You have to upload the friend private key in order to be decrypted. This is all I need to say. Thank you for watching. So this is an example on how the sender speak with a receiver in a secure way. Let's say. So what we have, let's summarize everything we have done in this drawing. what we have done is we have generated a private key. Let's consider the private key is like this. This is the private key. We have generated a private key for the sender, and we have generated a public key. This is sender public key, okay? And we have generated a private key for the receiver and a public key for the receiver. So this is how the communication will be secured. Here, when the sender needs to send the image, let's call this is the image. When he needs to send the image, he will do this. This public key, anyone can see it in the internet for the receiver and for the sender. So it is easy to get the receiver public key to the sender and the public key of the sender to the receiver. So this one can be sent here. So here, this is the public key of the sender, and the sender will have the public key of the receiver. Okay, so what he's doing, this is the private key of the sender, and this is the private key of the receiver. This is receiver, and here we have a sender. Okay, in order not to confuse. Okay, what this tool is doing, the hash, and even in the SSL communication, what is happening exactly is this private key and public key are mixed together, and they build a encrypted key. Let's call it encrypted key. This encrypted key will be added here. Okay, this is the encrypted key. So in order to decrypt this, image, you need to put the only thing that can be decrypt this image is to put the receiver public key, the receiver private key with the public key of the sender here together, and it will give you a new key, the decrypt key. So once this image coming here, or this packet coming here, he will add this decrypt key to it, and it will cancel the encryption, and it will give you the image. So if we have any hacker, here in between, let's call this is a hacker, and he need to see the traffic before the receiver get the packet. He will take this, even if he have the sender so even if the receiver having the public key of the sender with him, by somehow he will not able to decrypt this image unless he have the private key of the receiver. So he should mix the private key of the receiver with the public key of the sender in order to decrypt this, and this private key will never be shared online. So the only one who can decrypt this message who has the private key, the receiver private key of the public key that mixed with the private key of the sender. Also, you can use Cleopatra in order to encrypt your files. Also, and there is another software which is called Xcrypto. Also, you can encrypt your files by using this app. And to generate the private key and public key, you can use another method, which is downloading. Okay, you need just to go to GenuWin32. Just type this in Google and go to the OpenSSL for Windows. Then no need to download the software itself. You can download the library binaries from here. Once you download it, it will. Let's wait. Okay, and then you need just to go to this. Let's go to the download, extract it here from the extract all. Just extract. Then you will have this OpenSSL. After that, you go to the bin, and from here you need just to type CMD in order to reach to this extension. And then I am here. Just type OpenSSL. After that, it will show you all the methods you need. You just type gen RSA -out, where you need to save the file, the private key. Let's call it my private key .pem, then 24. And then you will find it in the same file, which is this one. See it here. This is the private key. From this private key, I want to generate a public key for the sender as well. So what we need to do, we go back to we put RSA -n, which is I'm telling him that I'm going to input for you a private key, and the name for it is the same, my private key.pem, which is this one. Telling the software that here is my private key. Can you generate for me a public key for that, which is pub out -out, and build your public, let's call it anything, public key dot pimp. Okay, and we press enter. We go back to here. You will find that there is a public key generated for this private key, and the receiver should do the same thing that we have done here. This is a small key, just as an example. You can generate a bigger key for the private key. So this public key, you have to share it with the so then we will follow the same steps that we have done in the hash, which is here. If we go to the hash, once we upload the image, we go next, and here we will put public. This is the recipient public key. We will wait the receiver, and the receiver should share with us his public key. I will upload it here, which is already generated from this software. Okay, I will upload it here, and I will upload my private key, which is I have generated as well from the same software, and then I will send it to him. Once he receives it, he will upload it here as an encrypted file. Let's take it from here. Next, and he should put my public key, which is as a sender. Here is my public key. He should upload it here, and he will put his private key, which is connected to the public key that he already sent it to us, and I put it with the encryption. Once he puts it, he will put next, and he can download the file. This is the three methods that you can use in order to encrypt a file before send it to the receiver, and he will receive it safely without any changing on it. This is we call it CIA, the confidentiality. Thank you.